Nice to see you today. Made some good changes to your swing in today's session. I just want to go over a couple of points that cover the areas that we did look at. The first off was the area in your setup position. You can see the picture on the left hand side is the one we took at the beginning of the session. The one here on the right is the one that we did a little bit later on in the session after we made a couple of changes. So you can see there, I've just put a circle up around your head and the line down the middle of your chest. Now looking at your setup position there, you can see that the weight's favouring the right hand side a little bit and your hands are just a little bit behind the golf ball. You can see that by the hand position there, but the swing centre or the centre of your chest there is behind the golf ball. Excuse me. So one of the changes that we did make, we got you to favour the weight a little bit more on the left hand side, so we're pushing your body, leaning to the left, and we're trying to get your hands a little bit further forward. So there you can see the difference, where the centre of your chest is now in front of the golf ball, and your hands are now in front as well. Ideally you could still push your hands a little bit further forward, just get them into this sort of position here, just on the inside of your left thigh. But all in all, much better change. Now the next thing we got you working on, rotating your body a little bit more and trying to stay a little bit more centred during that backswing. So the swing on the left, we take you up to the top of your backswing. You can see there your hips have stayed right on this centre line and your upper body has drifted and your head's moved out of that circle. So you've just come a little bit sort of disjointed, and you can see the spine angle you've then created during that backswing as you've moved your upper body to the right and out of that circle. So after we've made the change, we got you to work on your shoulder turn. Got you to work on your body turn. Okay, so that's a much better shoulder turn. Body there and your legs working much better together. The spinal tilt that you've created isn't as much, so that's better. Your body's working properly. The only thing is you've still drifted a little bit to the right out of that circle, so ideally you want to keep your head in the circle as you're winding your body up during that backswing. Then because of that, you've got less movements to make to the left hand side to hit down into that golf ball. So the weight transfer during that golf swing and the downswing is going to be much more easily achieved. You can see as we take you into the downswing there on the swing early on, that you've not really returned back to that circle, giving you that lifting motion and that lifting action into that golf ball. There's a bit of movement there into the golf ball with your arms as well, just to help try and get that club back to that golf ball. As we look at the comparison here on the right, again the weight transfer is still lacking behind a touch, and again, but because your hands are a little bit further forward as well, you've got a more consistent strike into that golf ball. So a little bit of work needed on that backswing, just making sure you can rotate your body and turn your left shoulder underneath your chin, remaining your body centred during that backswing. So a little bit of movement's okay, providing you can transfer the weight, but ideally we want to maintain the position of your head in that circle and keep your body nice and centred during that backswing. It's just going to make the downswing a lot more simple and the weight transfer easier to achieve. So we'll just give you a little insight here. We'll give you a quick look at McDonald and see what we're looking to achieve. So there we've got the same markings up on McDonald. You can see there as he makes his backswing, head stays nicely in the circle. There's a little bit of movement there, but not too much. But the main area that he's wound his body up, he's curled his shoulders nicely, but his head and his body remain centred throughout the swing. That just makes the movement down into the golf ball and the weight transfer much easier to achieve. He's not needing to move that weight nowhere near as far as he would if he was to move out of that circle to the right on the backswing. That just creates the consistent strike of the golf ball every time. So we gave you a couple of drills to work on. Really just keep working on that set-up position and trying to stay centred during the backswing. I'm sure I'll see you up at the driving range at some point. We'll have a look at it, just make sure it's still on track. If you've got any problems in the meantime, just give me a call. But good luck with it, and I'll see you again soon.